we usually do this thing with our guests where we ask them 5 questions. I'm going to be winging these because I do not have them in front of me now. But since you are an established writer and a filmmaker, I think this first question should be a good one for you. What is a word that you overuse? A word that when you're writing, you just use it a little too much.
Ooh. A word I use too much. Literally.
Like when you go back, I can't say that.
Literally.
Literally?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. If you were not a filmmaker / toy manager / producer / everything, what would you be doing with your life?
I'd be a gardener.
Okay. All right. And maybe not Jamaica where you are now? Maybe. We talk about superpowers with writers because their superpower is writing. But if you had to have a superpower that was not writing, what do you think it would be?
Confidence.
Okay. All right. What is who is your North Star? Who do you look up to, and who is your, I won't say mentor per se, but who is the person that you learn the most from and maybe want to impress the most? Like who's that person in your life?
There's two. Mara Keel and Chris Rock.
Okay. All right. Okay. There's one last question. I might have to wing this. What's next? How about let's just do that. What's next for you?
What's next? Well, I have 2 companies that I'm working with. One that's finance and one that is a production company. And it's Black women who are like, you know what? Fuck all this green light shit. I'm going to do my own shit. Right. And it's changed my way of thinking, especially producing our own. And so it's nice to have a financial arm. I have the content arm, and then I actually have a distributor arm, because the people in my hub, you know, your peers, I have 2 Black men who are creating a streaming app. And, you know, to me, that's it. Like, I don't want to wait to get, you know, the carrot put on me like Stars did for 2 years just to say, no, I'm not developing. That was 2 years of my life. You know what I mean? That I could have had it on something else. I think I'm not so precious about the Netflix and the Hulus and all of that. And like, if I can put this or help another streaming platform get more eyes on it and it's Black owned, then like, we don't need all them other folks anymore. Right. Let's just be insular and take it to the top. And you know what I mean? So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about old footage that I had. I just had a call with somebody I hadn't spoken to in probably a decade, but we were on tour together. And I was like, hey, don't you have that footage from the ... tour we did? And he was like, yeah. And I completely pitched to him a whole, based on Freaknik, you know what I mean? Based on my homegirl who has this footage she just found and we were producing through. I'm like, what are we waiting on? Let's just edit it and do it. So I'm very excited about like this box of mini tapes that I have of this one group in Japan. I'm like, I'm gonna go through that this weekend and see what that looked like.